Good morning, or depending on when you're watching this, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. My name's Ross, and as always told, out of Voice of Radio. So today we've got some cool news that we need to talk about. We got some fun things that we need to have a little bit of a chat about. So let's talk about some cool new stuff for the Pokémon TCG that might make you a little bit jealous. You see, over in China, there is going to be a tournament over in Shenzhen. And there is just so much cool stuff going on over there. Now, there is a bunch of specifically Pokemon TCG stuff, which is awesome. Well, that is what we're going to be focusing on today. That is very much the focus. But just quickly, we need to have a chat about some other stuff. Because actually, there's a bunch of shirts. I don't know why there are a bunch of specific shirts. We don't get this over in the West. Like, take this Giratina shirt. We don't get these shirts, or Pikachu and Giratina, really. We don't get these shirts at events in the West. We don't get to turn up to these events. Well, I suppose we do at internationals, actually. But not to this level. It's absurd, and I absolutely love it. Okay, fine, we do get them at internationals, but still, I want all of these. There's this Giratina shirt. This Snorlax shirt. I want this so bad. Eat well, sleep well, Shenzhen Masters 2024. This is one of the coolest Pokemon shirts I have literally ever seen. No, I'm not exaggerating. I want this Snorlax shirt. Look at the back of the shirt as well. If by any miracle there is somebody watching this video who is heading off to the Shenzhen Masters tournament and can pick me up one of these Snorlax t-shirts in an XL, I will love you until the end of time. We've got an Alolan Sixtail, which of course is Alolan Vulpix. And it's a Christmas-themed shirt. It's like an unashamedly full-on Christmas-themed Alolan Vulpix shirt, which is wonderful. We've got a Sylveon shirt, because everybody loves Sylveon. And again, look at the back of the shirt with all the Eevees all sleeping, but Sylveon's not sleeping. Sylveon's got more important things to do. We've got Regidrago, which is actually very relevant competitively, so that's kind of cool. We've got a Rotom, because I don't know, everybody loves Rotom. And then we've got a series of hoodies. So we've got one of Pikachu and Giratina, like the shirt. One of just Giratina, like the shirt. One of Snorlax. Honestly, I'd still prefer the shirt. We've got the Christmas Alolan Vulpix, and then we've got this Shenzhen Masters jacket coming as well. There's a bunch of other stuff that we are getting, including a badge blind box, where you basically just, buy a badge and you get one at random. And then there's free hidden ones, free secret ones, except they're not hidden or secret. They're literally announced on the website in advance. We have an art illustration acrylic stand, which is one that I am particularly keen on here. Just an acrylic stand of the artwork of the thing, which is cool. And then a bunch of other stuff, but I think I've made my point. Oh, actually, no, one more thing. A paint pen in gold. Do we need to go to an event to get a gold paint pen? No! But it's cool that we do. But then there's a bunch of TCG stuff that we need to have a bigger chat about. Like a pair of deck boxes. We've got an ink team and a red team. We're Google translating here. I hope that's okay. So we've got one that features like Dragonite, Duraludon, Blissey, Gengar, and Lucario with Pikachu. And then another one which is very much Legends heavy with Rayquaza, Lugia, Giratina, Zacian, Arceus, and Mew. So do you want to go for cool non-legendary Pokemon? Or do you want to go cool legendary? Because these are exclusive deck boxes which seem to only be available at this Shenzhen Masters tournament over in China. We've also then got ourselves, well, there's some other stuff along here, but let's focus in on the rubber battle card mat. 3,000 trainers participating will be randomly selected to qualify them for purchase. Now, I want you all to just take a moment here and realize they are picking a lottery with 3,000 winners. That's absurd. Because if they're picking a lottery with 3,000 winners, That should tell you something about the size of these events. And that's another thing I wanted to hit on in this video here. The size of these events over in China right now is absurd. I've heard from friends who have been over and looked into it and all of that they're, casually breaking 5,000 players in a tournament. That is ridiculous. That is absurd. But they are. And this is something to get pretty gosh darned excited about. Pokemon, China's got a huge potential market here, right? And what they're basically doing is going, all right, challenge accepted. They are taking that huge potential market and rolling with it. They are doing huge tournaments, and they're not doing things by halves. I believe all of this artwork is exclusive and custom and all of that. And they've got exclusive TCG goods, including this playmat that's limited to 3,000 people. Which, 3,000 people sounds like a lot. I assure you, 3,000 people really is not very many at all. But they're doing it, and I think this is kind of awesome. I love that they're going out of their way to do all of this. I love that they are really pushing the game, rather than just going, look, we've got all of this stuff that we could have just used before. We got all of this stuff from other places. We don't need to push. And instead, they are pushing. Now, the last thing we need to talk about here is a bunch of merch which has been shown off over at Kanoko's shop. Kanoko literally is just Japanese for mushroom. And over at Kanoko's shop, they've shown us a bunch of Cramorant-themed merch, which has come from the Shanghai Pokemon card gym in China. So basically, it's a bunch of exclusive merch which can only be found in the Shanghai Pokemon Center, which I think is kind of wonderful, honestly. I absolutely adore this. What have we got? Wow, we got ourselves a deck box featuring Cramorant and Pikachu, which is kind of lovely. We've got sleeves featuring Cramorant and Pikachu, and check out this publicity shot from the Shanghai Pokemon Center showing both of them off, alongside a little charm of Cramorant. Or maybe you want to see the same products, but now it's got Business Chew with a Pikachu charm. And seriously, this is all incredibly cool. Or maybe you want to see the same products, but now it's Business Chew and Cramorant playing a match. Also, check out that Cramorant has got an active Cramorant card, and Pikachu has got an active Cramorant card, but Pikachu has got two Cramorants sitting on the bench, but Cramorant's got what looks to be Comfey on the bench, which of course you need to power up your Cramorant. I think this is wonderful. I don't know who spent this much time going out of their way to do these publicity shots for these products, which is definitely not needed. But I do think this is absolutely wonderful. And I hope whoever did it got a nice bonus and some time off in lieu or something along those lines. Because, oh my word, they absolutely deserve it. And look, I'm not sponsored by Kanoko's. Cannot stress this enough. I'm not saying that they're a great place to buy from. I've never bought from them. But I am saying they have this stuff in stock. And I'm saying this is where I found out about this stuff. And I'm saying that, frankly, I don't know where else to buy this stuff, except for just randomly searching on eBay. So, not endorsing the shop, not sponsored by the shop or any of that. But I am saying if you go to kanokos-shop.com, they do have this stuff. As I record it, it is currently in stock. I cannot promise it's going to stay in stock. I cannot promise it is the best price around. I am not endorsing the store. But I am saying, a lot of the time I do these videos and I get the reaction from people, which is wassy, wassy, wassy. You're right. This stuff looks cool. Where do we find it? Well, the Cramorant and Pikachu deck box and sleeves, that's where you can find it. I love this stuff. Honestly, I think I'm more enamored just because of the promo shots they've done for us. But yeah, I'm in, ladies and gentlemen. I am in on this stuff. So there we go. Shenzhen's having a big tournament over in China with some exclusive merch, and we got some cool Shanghai stuff as well. And look, I pride myself on bringing you all the Pokemon TCG news. This is Pokemon TCG news. I have brought it to you, and now it's over to you guys. Tell me what you think about all of this in the comment section. Get us! Be nice. And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at TheWasi. That's where we talk about Pokemon and a whole bunch of other card games. And please do consider checking out patreon.com/PTCGradio, where you can support the channel, get some bonus podcasts and all kinds of fun things. And get shoutouts on the channel like the lovely Star of Dav, who's been a supporter of ours for a while now and is a very lovely person. So shout out to them for the support and the loveliness. But by far the most important thing as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching PTCG Radio.